Hi guys, welcome to Module 5 of U3. And for this module, you're looking at booking the call. So we've talked about the script, we've talked about the process, we've talked about your attitude as an appointment setter, we've talked about everything you need to know from the interest phase to the conversation phase. And now we are at the call phase, the phase where you book the calls for real. Now let's go. Turning interest to appointments that show. Why booking appointments matter? Why booking matters? This is where a lead becomes a potential client. It is through your booking that the lead becomes a potential client. It's at this phase where you book the call that the lead becomes a potential client, that it becomes a potential revenue. Let's emphasize on the money. It's at this phase that a lead becomes a potential revenue. Now, it's important to note that whatever you do at that point where you're trying to get them to book the call is what is going to determine if that lead eventually books the call or not. And it's what's going to determine if everything you've been doing from the beginning of the conversation was actually worth it. Whatever you say at this point matters more than any other thing that you've said previously. That is two things that matter most in booking a call: your first message and your last message. So it's how you get them to book the call, what you say when it's time to book the call. Now, poor booking equals no shows and equals wasted efforts. If you don't book these calls properly, right, they will definitely not show up. Now, it's why I always emphasize on making things personal, letting them know that you see them, you feel them, you understand them, because that's the only thing that will get them to show up for their call. Even if they eventually book the call, it's possible that they will not show up. Now, if they feel seen, if they feel heard, if they feel understood, then they will show up. So when you're getting towards booking a call, remind them of everything that you said previously. Remind them of their goals. Remind them of what they really want to achieve right now, how they really want this, how they really want to come out of whatever they are in, or how your offer can really help them, how you think that they are a great fit. Hype them up really, really well. Do not sound robotic. Hype them up. Be human about it. Hype them up as much as you can, and then get them to book the call. And then once they book the call, it's advisable that the clients have like a um maybe a video recorder to prepare them for the call, or something to prepare them for the call. It's very advisable. Now, a good booking equals higher show up and equals higher closing rates. When to book a call: after qualifying the lead, when they have shown clear interest and intent. Don't rush. Make sure that they are warmed up enough. It's why I mentioned that you have to be human about this. You have to get them to loosen up. You have to get them to feel seen, to feel understood, to feel heard. You have to warm them up enough before you book a call. You do not book a cold lead. You do not enter their DM. Hey, I saw that you need this one. We can help you do this. Are you willing to hop on a call? And then quickly, maybe they say yes, and then you quickly book. You quickly send them a Calendly link or a call link and tell them to book a call, and then maybe they won't book the call. The chances that they will not show up are very, very high, like very, very high, because that is still a cold lead. You have not warmed them up enough. That lead is still cold. So you cannot just enter a DM and just we want to book a call to show you this, to show you that, and are you up for it? When are you free? And then you quickly book the call. That is a terrible way to book call. Very terrible, because that lead will not show up. And even if they do show up, the sales closers will have to do a lot of work to even get them to buy anything. So it reduces your show up rates, and it reduces your closing rates. So you have to make sure that you go through the entire DM process. They show interest, or you go to them and then they show interest, and then you warm them up. What are their goals? What are they looking to achieve? What is their budget? Are they willing to invest in this? are they willing to invest? Do they think that the solution you are offering is what they really need at this point in their time? Is the timing right enough for them? Are they free enough to attend trainings? Are they free enough to be, coached? Are they willing to be coached? You know, all the important questions. Warm them up enough before you book the call. It is very, very important. After qualifying the lead, the next step for you should be to warm them up. Warm them up enough before you book the call. Now, here's a booking script. Great. Let's lock in a time that works for you. Or do you have 15 to 30 minutes this week to chat further? They say yes, then you say great. So the first message, sorry, this was a mix up. The first message should be, do you have 15 to 30 minutes this week to chat further? And if they say yes, you say great, let's lock in a time that works for you. And then you send them your calendar link or calendar link, booking link, any link that your client is using. You send it to them. Here is a link to our calendar. Pick a time that suits you. Come back to say done when you've done this. Do you understand? Come back to say done when you've done this. So this is a short and brief booking script that you can use to book your calls. Now, tools you should be using: Calendly, Google Calendar, Google Calendar, and Acuity. So there are many other booking links, booking softwares for booking calls, but most people use Calendly. So people use GHL, that's this Go High Level, but most people use Calendly. And then automated reminders. This is not really for us, it's for the clients. The clients should send automated reminders to people that book the call, but it's our duty as appointment setters to tell them about this. Send an appointment, send an automated message to remind them of their call, to let them know that you're waiting for them, you're excited to have them, you're excited to dive into solutions with them, and all of that. Then we have the CRM tracking tools, the Go High Level, HubSpot, and Google Sheets. And there are lots of other tracking tools, but the major ones are Go High Level, HubSpot, and Google Sheets. These are the major things we use to track. Now, this is to track your leads, to know people that you've talked to, people that booked a call, people that showed up when they're supposed to show up, people that you need to follow up on, and all of that. And then we have the lead generation tools. That is Apollo.io, and then Phantom Booster, and a couple of other tools like that that we use to generate leads. You can also use Google to generate leads. You can use social media. You can just search fitness coaches in London and a couple of leads to show, and then you can reach out to them. So you can use Instagram, you can use any social media platform at all to search for leads. So yeah, confirming the call. Always confirm once they book. Once they book a call, always go back to them and be like, oh, I saw that you booked a call for June 15th at 8 p.m. And then wait for them to say, yeah, I did. And you're like, oh, awesome, you're all set. See you on the 15th of June. And then 24 hours before their call, send a reminder to them. Hey, we're so excited for your call with us tomorrow. Are you still up for it? Does this time still work for you? And wait for them to respond. Then on that day of the call, also send them another reminder. Your call with us is scheduled for later today. Are you still up for it? Are you still available for it? Let me know, because we are fully booked. And then wait for them to confirm the call. And then how to reduce no shows. It's just like what we've talked about in the previous slide. Reconfirm the call an hour before the call. So you're confirming 24 hours before and an hour before. And then send value packed reminders. Your reminders should be value packed. They should, get them gingered up for the call. Make sure they know what to expect on the call. If they know what to expect on the call, it keeps their interest up, keeps, it sparks interest in them, it sparks curiosity in them. They want to know, what more you have to offer, what more you have to say, and all of that. So get them interested by delivering value on what they need to expect on the call. Now, activity for this module: booking simulation. Pair up and simulate a simulate booking a call after a lead shows interest. Practice scripts and tools usage. So you can pick anybody from the group and then do a task on what to do if a lead shows interest, how to go about booking that call. So you guys can either do a role play DM script-ish. One person acts as a client, one person acts as the appointment setter, and then you chat and try to book that call. Then a screenshot of the chat to the Slack channel. Let's see what each person comes up with. Or pair up with someone, reach out to anybody from the group, see if they have been paired up already. If they are not paired up, pair up with them and simulate a booking session and send them to the Slack channel. Let's see what you did. And then this is your quiz for this module. As usual, put it in a Google document and send to the Slack channel. In summary, booking is a skill. Very important. Booking is a skill. It requires timing, it requires clarity, it requires attention to details, it requires clear attention to details. Now, use tools to make the process seamless. Automation tools, tracking tools, all of that, use that, and always confirm and remind the leads. Confirm that they booked the right time and the right date, and then remind them 24 hours before and an hour before. Thank you so much for joining me in this module. See you in the next module.